the last 3 months, because of COVID-19, schools have been shut. I hope that these materials that we present today will be beneficial to students in their final year of secondary or high school.
Hello, this is Financial Accounting Lessons for Senior Secondary Schools and Colleges. Today we shall continue with our previous topic, which is interpretation of account using simple ratio. A brief recap of what we did in our last video. We have explained what is ratio, types of accounting ratios, and how to apply those ratios in interpreting financial statements. So today we are going to continue from where we stopped in our last video. In our last video, we have looked at the account of Nuje Nigeria Limited at 31st December 2018, whereby we have financial report of 2A 2018 and 2019. This is his fixed asset, which has the total of 250,000. Likewise for 2019, 250,000. The current asset for 2018 is 330,000. Likewise, the one of 2019 is 280,000. And these are share capital accounts. Likewise, their current liabilities account. And these are the requirements of the question. You have to calculate the working capital, current ratio, liquidity or asset test ratio, return on capital employed, stock to current asset, then capital employed. And the B part of the question is to comment on the changes in each of the above. This is the brief recap of the workings we did in our last video. We have calculated the working capital. The formula of working capital is current asset minus current liabilities, which I've explained in our last video how to arrive at the current asset. These are the current assets based on the balance sheet. You just sum the 4 transactions under the current asset and use it on your calculations. We have also calculated the current ratio, which has the formula current asset all over current liabilities. We have also calculated the asset test ratio, which is current asset minus stock all over current liabilities. Today we shall continue from here. We are going to calculate the return on capital employed. Return on capital employed. And this is the formula for return on capital employed. Net profit all over capital employed times 100. You know how to arrive at net profit. Net profit is being ascertained in your profit and loss account. After deducting expenses from your gross profit, you arrived at net profit. And also capital employed, it also refers to as the capital invested in the business. So for us to calculate our return on capital employed, let's look at the question once again. This is the balance sheet of Nuje Nigeria Limited. These are their ordinary shares. This is their profit and loss account. And in the additional information, you will see it here that the net profit for the year 2018 was 60,000 and 44,000 for 2019. So in our calculation, the net profit of 2018 will be brought forward as 44,000. Then let's ascertain our capital employed for 2018. Our capital employed for 2018 is 400,000. How do we arrive at the 400,000 capital for 2018? By looking at the share on capital, you will see that in 2018, we are having 240,000 ordinary shares and the profit and loss account 160,000. So 160,000 plus 240,000 will give us 400,000. That's why you can see the 400,000 here. So you will now substitute the amount using the formula net profit all over capital employed times 100. 44,000 times 100 divided by 400,000 will be having 11% for 2018. The same thing will be applicable to 2019. In 2019, the net profit in the question is 60,000. You can see the 60,000 here. We replace the net profit with the 60,000. Then the capital employed will be ascertained in your balance sheet for 2019. Ordinary shares and your profit and loss account will give you your capital employed, which is 200,000 here plus the 170,000 profit and loss account. Automatically we are having 370,000. That's why you can see it here as 370,000. So 60,000 times 100 divided by 370,000 will be having 16.2%. So the excess of accounting ratios is to compare the present year with the previous years. So looking at this solution, you will see that in 2018, the Nuje Limited is having 11% capital employed. Then in 2019, it rises to 16.2%. The B part of the question, you are expected to comment. So the comment on this particular solution is that there is an increase in capital employed due to the increase in the percentage, because in 2018, the capital invested is 11%, while in 2019, with the profit generated and the capital, it now rises to 16.2%. So there's increase in capital to Nuje Nigeria Limited. Then the second aspect of the question, we have to calculate the stock to current asset. Stock to current asset. And this is the formula: stock all over current asset times 100. Stock all over current asset times 100. So how are we going to substitute the formula to arrive at our stock to current asset? So let's first look at how to ascertain our stock, then the current asset. Remember, the formula is stock all over current asset times 100. Let's go back to the question. In 2018, our stock is 130,000. You can see it here. Then the total of the current asset for 2018, we are going to total the stock, debtors, investment, cash at bank, which gives us the total of 330,000. So automatically in 2018, our stock is 130,000. Then the total of current asset is 330,000. You can see the substitution here. 130,000 divided by 330,000 times 100, which we are having 39.4%. The same will be applicable to 2019. Let's substitute for 2019. In 2019, the stock is 120,000. You can see it here under 2019. Then the total of current asset is 280,000. So for us to substitute using the formula, our stock will be 180,000 all over 280,000 times 100, which will be having 42.9%. So by mere looking of the solution, if you compare the percentage of 2018 to the one of 2019, you will see that there is a slight increase in stock to current asset from 39.4% to 42.9%. There is a slight increase. So we'll quickly look at the last requirement, which we have to calculate the capital employed. And capital employed, the formula for capital employed is asset minus current liabilities. Asset minus current liabilities. So when we talk of asset, there's nothing attached to it. There's no current asset or fixed asset. So we are going to sum the fixed and the current asset to arrive at the total asset. So let's look at the question. Under 2018, the total fixed asset and current asset is 580,000. You can see it here, 580,000, which will replace the asset with 580,000. Then let's look at how to ascertain our current liabilities. The current liabilities, we are having two: creditors and accruals. Creditors is 172,000, then accruals is 8,000. So 172,000 plus 8,000 will arrive at 180,000. So automatically 580,000 assets minus the current liability of 180,000, we will now have our answer, which is 400,000. The same will be applicable to 2019. The total fixed asset for 2019, you can see it here, is 520,000. Then the total current liabilities is 150,000. Then you substitute using the formula, fixed asset of 520,000 minus current liabilities of 150,000. You will now arrive at your answer, which is 370,000. So the comment to this particular solution is that there is decrease in assets because the assets have reduced from 400,000 to 370,000 in 2019. So there is slight decrease in the value of their fixed asset. So this is an activity you should try on your own. This is the question, and these are the requirements of the question. You follow the formula and practice on your own. So thank you. Hope to see you next time in our next video.